Hey everyone, Adam here, and guys, I'm going to be starting a new series right now. I have decided I want to start something like how to grow your SMP or how to start your own SMP. So I've been an owner of an SMP for 2 years right now. It's called the Iron Nation SMP. You can look it up. But I want to tell you guys how to start your SMP and what you will need to do a lot of stuff for this SMP, because a lot of people are starting their own SMPs on YouTube. I see, like, I join a lot of SMPs. I want to know how their SMP is looking. And I look at some SMPs, they're trash. Sorry. Some SMPs do look trash, and they don't know how to run it. They don't have a proper server. They steal people's ideas. A lot of stuff. Okay, and they don't even know how to run it. They just say, well, and it's a bunch of 2-year-olds on the server. Come on, guys. Okay, so now that's pretty much a big reason. Like, you want to run a good server, you want to have a good community. Like, I can give you an example about the Cube, like other SMPs out there, and the first thing I think you really actually do need when you start an SMP, you guys gotta know, like, if you want to start an SMP, your first thing, don't go all out. And now first, like, I can give you guys my first step right now. Your first step you want to do is creating an application video about people applying for the server. Now, if you're on YouTube right now, if you search up so many SMPs, like, I don't even know, if you go up to YouTube, type apps SMP apply, there's a lot of SMPs applying out back there, and there's a lot of SMPs called Zult, stuff like that, a lot of SMPs. And I was thinking, well, that's a lot of SMPs, okay? A lot of people are applying, and half of them maybe are trash. No offense to a lot of SMPs, but some SMPs don't know how to run their own SMP, and they don't even know what an SMP is. What else? Just a reminder, SMP is single multiplayer, and yeah, so application format. Now, when you upload your video, you need a person to apply for it. Now, don't go and create a trash application. Now, I don't know what I can tell you guys about a trash application. I can say if you put a wrong stuff in, that should not be in an application. Like, you want to put all the important stuff, like a YouTube channel, stuff like that. Don't put in, I can give you a big example for, don't put in, I really don't know, just don't put in stuff that people you don't want to, like, yes, no, we recorded video a week, stuff like that. You want to put that stuff in, or you want to say, why do you want to join? Like, something like that. When you look, like, when they answer all the questions and they apply, say, make it easy enough to look up on YouTube, go SMP apply, and look at other people's applications, and look at them thinking, what can I do better? Like, look at some professional SMPs out there right now, and then look at their applications and see, wow, this SMP is pretty professional. I want to apply for this SMP. You look at the application format and say, well, that's stupid because they don't even know how to answer the questions. They're just type it up real quick and done. Piece of cake, all finished. No. You want to have a professional application, you can do an application video, you can do stuff like that on your application. But the main thing you will need to start is doing, like, get your stuff going. Like, get your application form needs to be good. Your application video can be like an intro, something like that, or like what I just did on mine is flappy because I didn't have time to do it. So do not follow that intro idea. Follow in a good, decent intro idea. There's a lot of SMPs out there with a great intro. I love them so much. I found a lot of them already. If I have any, I'll just post them down below in the description. Now, the next thing, getting your application going, stuff like that, you should already have a server hosting. Now, a lot of you guys go out and pay for you pay for a $50 server per month. You pay for a really, really high server. Now, a lot of servers good. My only hosting I can say right now is really good is Minespam, because it's like $1 something, and it's like $18 a year. First off, that's pretty good hosting to host your own SMP. So it's only $18 a year. That's what we use for Iron Nation SMP for. So what we use. So keep that good and just get a good server hosting that's good enough RAM. You really only need like a gig of RAM, so don't go all and pay for a 5 gig of RAM. Stuff like that. Your application format and all application form, you need to be a little strict. Don't go say, dude, this guy just wants to join because my friends is in there. Wow, great application. I will totally accept this guy. Oh, let's go add him on Skype. No, they don't have a proper reason. The application is going to be like a job application. You're going at a job, and you're going to apply for an application. Mainly, look through a lot of stuff. Like, look through the application if they have the right stuff and the right ideas for an application. Like, don't go crap and just put one sentence and say, well, I want to just join, and that's it. That's stupid. That's a stupid answer. That's a trash answer. That's a 12-year-old answer, maybe. Something like that. And if you put trash answers, don't accept them. Make them work for it and take on. A lot of people, a lot of SMPs right now, I just applied for an SMP, and they accepted me right away, looked at their SMP and left right away. Because they just started. I think they just started in like one day and started this new video. Okay? Now, also think for hosting, do not go on a server. Now, I did this before. Don't go on a server that has a public server on there where you can get a server like let's say Minehunt, for example. That server hosting, if you get on that server, there's a lot of stuff. You can create your own server, stuff like that. You should not trust that kind of stuff because you don't know what happens to your server. It could be like, oh, mistake happened. What's gonna happen now? Oh boy, the server crashed. I don't have my world. You can download your world, right? But you won't have all your plugins, stuff like that. Don't go on a server. Don't go on a server and make it kind of like a whitelisted server, because you could do that. Like on Minehut, if you could look up Minehut, or somebody find that on the internet, you can maybe find that stuff. But try to keep it good. You need a good application, good looking at it, server hosting, decent server that's cheap, are reliable, and stuff like that. So that will be the only two things I'm going to talk about for this episode. The next episode, we'll be talking about a lot more things, like how the rules go and how the stuff goes, and that's all should be in the application. So I want to tell you right now, that should be all in the application. And I'm going to try to tell you guys how to run it, how to stuff like that, give you tips on stuff, and like how maybe I can tell you all my tips. I have run my server before. So that'll be it for this video. If you guys want to watch more of these episodes, if you guys want me to do more of these episodes, please sure you leave a like, subscribe our videos, comment down below if you have any questions for an SMP at all. Just leave it down and I'll answer them. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, bye for now.